Consider the following code segment. Which of the following replacements for missing condition will result in an infinite loop? So we need to find out which one of these codes, code segments here, when placed into missing conditions, will result in an infinite loop, meaning this piece of code here, this repeat until, keeps running over and over again and never terminates. So here the first thing we're doing is assigning a value of 1 to j, so j equals 1. And then we're repeating until some condition. And what we're repeating is we're assigning j to the value of j plus 2. So what this does is adds 2 to the value of j every time we run this repeat until. So it starts at 1 and it would go to 2, then 3, adds 2, so 1, and then you go to 3, then 5, then 7, then 9, and so on. And that's the results we want to recreate. We want an infinite loop. So the correct answer here would be j equals 6. Why? Because we start at a value of 1, and every time we go into this repeat until, we add 2. So if this here said j equals 6, this add 2 operation would keep running until j equals 6. But the problem is j never equals 6. Because if you start at 1 and add 2, you'll skip over 6 in between here. You'll never actually get to the value of 6. So this repeat until block will keep checking for a value of 6, but once we pass 6, we'll never go back, and we already passed over 6 since we added 2 to 5. So A is the correct answer. B would be incorrect because as soon as we get to 7, the block will recognize that we are greater than or equal to 6, and it'll terminate. So it will stop looping. J equals 7 is wrong because we clearly equal 7 at some point. So once we get to this 7 value for J, the block will stop looping. And J is greater than 7 is also incorrect for the same reason B is, because we do eventually, after adding 2 to 1, which is the initial value of J, enough times, we will get a value for J that is larger than 7. So once we get to a value larger than 7, like 9, this block will stop looping. So A is the correct answer.